Lucas Stringer here. Now, today, instead of talking about a WWE pay-per-view, I'm talking about NXT. Now, NXT recently, or pretty much for the past, year, has been better than the main roster, in my opinion, because it actually is written by Triple H, no Vince McMahon bullshit, and they have better storyline, better wrestling, and not stupid Super Cena gimmicks, or Roman Reigns. That's pretty much sums up why NXT is better, even though there are plenty of other reasons. And a big example is their recent event, which was NXT Takeover Rival. I was so excited for this event, and guess what? It did not let me down. I loved this event, and I can't wait to talk to you guys about it. And I'm glad to just be talking to you about a WWE event in a positive way and not in a complete rant like I have been recently. Because, well, WWE's been fucking up. But anyway, the opening match for this event was Hideo Itami, aka Kenta, versus Tyler Breeze. And I thought that this was a really, really good match. It definitely was a lot shorter than I expected, but the thing is with NXT talent, they can bring so much in 6 minutes that it's all they needed. And I thought it was probably Hideo Itami's best match since his match with Finn Balor in the #1 contender tournament. But I thought this was a really good match. Hideo Itami and Tyler Breeze definitely had some good chemistry. Tyler Breeze is definitely a great wrestler. He's underlooked, in my opinion. He just seems like a lot of people think that maybe he's only there just because of his gimmick. He actually can wrestle, and Hideo Itami is just one of the greatest out there. We've known that even before he was in NXT. Overall, a great match. I'm probably going to give that match an 8 out of 10. I thought it was a really, really good opening match for the event. Now, the next match was Baron Corbin versus Bull Dempsey in a no disqualification match. I was actually having some high hopes for this match. I thought it was a good feud. Two big guys going together, and I loved Baron Corbin's finisher, lifting him up like this, and sort of like a flatliner type of move. I thought that move was really, really cool. And Bull Dempsey, I think, just looks like a great superstar, and I bet when he gets called up to the main roster, he'll definitely be a good heel. And I'll be honest, I was really disappointed in this no DQ match. It was very, very dull, in my opinion. It was definitely the worst match of the night, in my opinion, because I had some high hopes. I thought they were really going to use a lot of weapons. I thought there'd been a lot of out-of-the-ring action, but really, all we got was some 4-minute, threatening to use the chair, but really not doing anything. The only, no disqualification thing it really did was that they attacked before they started fighting right before the bell even rang. That's pretty much it. And Baron Corbin won, which I thought was cool. His finisher, I thought finishing it off, I thought that was cool. But definitely a weak no disqualification match, and definitely compared to all the other matches of this event, that definitely was a disappointment. Definitely the worst match of the night. I'm going to give it a 4 out of 10. Very disappointed. And next up is the NXT Tag Team Championship match, which was Buddy Murphy and Wesley Blake versus the Lucha Dragons. Honestly, this was probably the match I gave a crap about the least in this event. Because honestly, I think the Lucha Dragons are cool, they're entertaining, but the tag team division in NXT really isn't that entertaining. The one thing that WWE does better are their tag teams in the main roster. Because you got the Usos. Cesaro and Tyson Kidd are very entertaining. And most of the tag teams in NXT, they're good in the ring, don't get me wrong, but a lot of their gimmicks are really boring. Some of their matches just can drag, and they can get kind of boring and seem sort of typical. But this match was better than I thought it was going to be, but really isn't saying much. There was a couple really, really cool moments. I can't remember the other team member's name. I know Sin Cara, and I keep forgetting their name. But they did this move, and they flew him back, and then he landed right on and he got his opponent to land right on his head. I thought that was really cool. And then Wesley Blake and Buddy Murphy retained the tag team titles, which I expected. And I think maybe they might call Lucha Dragons up on the main roster, possibly. There's a lot of people on NXT who I feel like are going to be called up very, very soon. Now, next up is #1 contenders match, which was Adrian Neville versus Finn Balor, a.k.a. Prince Devitt. Well, Finn Balor, we'll just keep calling him. But I was really excited for this match. I thought this match was going to be a good fight. I could obviously tell those two were going to have great chemistry together, and I was 100% correct and more. This match was awesome. I was freaking out most of this match. There was such good action. Adrian Neville and Finn Balor definitely had amazing chemistry together. There were definitely a lot of fun standoffs, a lot of counters, and definitely a lot of really, really cool moves. And it went out of the ring, which I didn't expect, near the barricade. It was everywhere, and I absolutely loved this match. And to be completely honest, I think that this was the match of the night. I think that Finn Balor and Adrian Neville stole the show. I was surprised. And Finn Balor ended up winning with the top rope foot stomp. I can't really remember what it's really called, but looks definitely painful. And there were a lot of other really cool moments. There was the corkscrew that Adrian Neville did from the second rope. I thought that was beautifully done. And kick out after kick out. There were plenty of moments where I thought they were going to be pinned right there, but they kicked out and I was super shocked. I thought this was an amazing match. I'm going to give this a 9 out of 10. I loved this match, and definitely my favorite match of the night. Next was the Women's Championship Fatal 4-Way, which was the Women's Champion Charlotte, Bayley, Sasha Banks, and Becky Lynch. Actually, a very entertaining match. And the women's division is definitely a billion times better than the Divas division on the main roster. No question. These women are awesome wrestlers. They are great wrestlers. Charlotte is definitely, she's the daughter of Ric Flair. You pretty much know that she will be good. Sasha Banks is definitely a great heel, probably the best heel out of all the Divas, even on the main roster. Becky Lynch, she's okay in the ring at times. She does good moves, but nothing I'm really impressed with her. And Bayley, I think, is very entertaining. She's a good wrestler, and she has a very good character. I was really entertained with this match. It was definitely a really, really good Fatal 4-Way, and definitely better than Fatal 4-Ways even on the main roster. It was better than the Battleground Fatal 4-Way, I think, in my opinion. I thought this was a really, really good Fatal 4-Way. It had great action. There were plenty of moments when I thought that someone was going to win, but they didn't. Someone either came in and stopped, or someone kicked out. Definitely an entertaining Divas match, and definitely one of the most entertaining Divas match of 2015 so far, definitely in recent months. And the new women's champion for NXT is Sasha Banks, which I thought was awesome. And I thought that it was going to be either Sasha or Bayley. I knew for sure that Charlotte was going to lose. I was 100% sure that Charlotte was going to lose. She had the championship for probably around almost 7 to 8 months. And she was a great champion, and she probably will get it again, or she'll get called up to the main roster. But Sasha Banks, I feel like, will be a great women's champion, especially for a heel. She will definitely do a lot of good mic work. She'll have a lot of fun matches. So I'm glad that she won. And now it is time for the main event, which I was super excited for, which was Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens for the NXT title. I loved this feud. This feud was absolutely beautiful. I was paying attention to every single moment that those two shared together before this match. Oh my god, they were terrific together. This was definitely better than probably more than half of the feuds in 2014 for the main roster last year. This was an absolutely amazing feud, and I'm pretty sure that will continue. At least I hope it will, because I love this feud so much. And this match was fantastic. Those two worked so well together. There was kick-out moments. I really thought that Sami Zayn was going to lose or Kevin Owens was going to lose. There was a lot of great action. You definitely had fear for Sami Zayn the entire match. And I think a big reason why I didn't like this match as much, there were some parts where I thought it sort of dragged just a tiny bit. A tiny bit. Nothing huge. And I thought that the ending, could have been a lot better. This match ended by Kevin Owens giving a ton of power bombs to Sami Zayn, which I thought was awesome. But I really think that the referee stopping the match and that making Kevin Owens win the title, it definitely made Owens look extremely tough. But for a match like this with a great build-up, they kind of just like Edge and Matt Hardy did. I really don't think that at SummerSlam they should have had the match be stopped because Matt Hardy wasn't able to compete anymore. I didn't think they should have done it with this one. I really just think that Kevin Owens should have pinned Sami Zayn 1, 2, 3 after those power bombs. Because either way, Sami Zayn, I bet, would not have kicked out. Not many people would have kicked out of that. And Kevin Owens was a beast, and I'm glad that he won. I may have a little bit of fear because it might be a little bit too quick for him to win the title. I really was wanting Sami Zayn to have a good reign. He'll probably get it again, but I was a little disappointed. But I thought that this match was a fantastic main event, a great championship match, and definitely one of my favorite matches of the year so far. I'm going to give this match an 8.8 or 9. 8.9 out of 10. Just a tiny little smidge. Just a tiny less better than Finn Balor and Adrian Neville. But overall, I loved this event. I thought it was great. It had great matches, and definitely a lot better than the stupid WWE pay-per-views ever have. It's definitely better than the shitty Royal Rumble, and I guarantee you it'll probably be better than Fastlane. Now, overall, I will be giving NXT Takeover Rival a B+. I thought this was a good event. And definitely, Finn Balor and Adrian Neville stole the show. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens was absolutely fantastic, and so was Hideo Itami and Tyler Breeze, and the women's championship match was great. Just the tag team championship matches and Bull Dempsey and Baron Corbin definitely kind of got me a little less entertained. The third, those two matches, I was just like, okay, yeah, I really don't care. But overall, that is my review of NXT TakeOver Rival, and I really hope you guys enjoyed it. And I'm Lucas Stringer. I will see you guys later with a prediction for Fastlane. Either I will make it by myself, like right after this, or I will make it with Michael. We'll see what happens. See you guys later.